so now I'm taking what's mine. I define myself as ambitious, young, black, and gifted. Master P, my masterpiece, that mean I don't got no limits. Bout it, I doubt it. My homies know you ain't ride it. We break you down like a pound, I got it. Don't pound us around me, I'm corrupted. Flow cold and it's rugged, bump it. What is up? I'm ready for war, you got to love it like, yeah. And it feel like, yeah. All day like, yeah. All night like, yeah. Whole squad like, what? And it feel like, yeah. All day like, yeah. All night like, what? Whole squad like, yeah. And it feel like, yeah. All day like, yeah. All night like, yeah. Whole squad like, yeah. And it feel like, yeah. All day like, yeah. All night like, yeah. You don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog.
Thanks, Coach. A bit of a sloppy track here at Soldier Field. Still getting some of the wraparound rain bands of a low-pressure system that's hovered over Chicago the last couple of days. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Dallas Cowboys and the Chicago Bears. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Check. 180.
Mike 54. You're not ready. You're not ready.
Check.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 14 yards into Chicago, first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Once again, they run with Breida on 1st down. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all.
That's how we ball.
Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Switch up, switch up.
From the gun, Mayfield. That'll be complete to Breida. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
To throw, Mayfield. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. DeMarcus Lawrence. What a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. So on 4th down, here's Ryan Quigley now to kick this one away. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
Let's go.
22-yard line.
Let's go now. 90 Wolf. 58 to Mike. Here we go, here we go.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Penetration here.
6-6, pull it high. Check, crunch, crunch, crunch. Hey, seam 6, seam 6, get it.
Here's a 2nd and 7.
58, right there.
Going to take a shot for Gallup. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have them back on their heels.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Recon, 132 fighter.
26 Mike, 26 Mike.
Back to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Everson Griffin able to record his 5th sack of the season.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on, how about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one, and the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And Mayfield just getting the play off. He's got Burton here. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And that's knocked away and incomplete. Anthony Brown right there to knock it away. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 25-yard line.
The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. 2nd and 1. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Touchdown.
Amari Cooper His 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after's up and good, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
Motion me out. Mike 55, Mike 55.
A 1st down throw from Mayfield. And his throw here's incomplete. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
Mike 50. Hey, Haywood. Thing is a loss. We taking wins home.
On 2nd down, Mayfield again. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
At their own 37-yard line.
Ready, break.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Now Elliott. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the 1st. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
18 Gator. Coming. Hit it.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys are able to show off their quick strike ability. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0.
14. Bears nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Bears take over.
Let's go. Let's do this.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
180. Watch 55. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there, huh?
On 1st down, here's Breida. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
That's it, baby. That's it.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Let's go, D. Big series right here, so we got to step it up.
Kings!
Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5.
Hey, Charlie!
5-4.
Hey, we got to get to the ball, D. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up 3rd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Buying time to his left. Now Mayfield lost the football, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th. Here's Ryan Quigley now as he's on to punt for Chicago. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Returnable here for Davis. A good return there, 17 yards. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10.
Mike 54. Let's go.
Out of the shotgun, Breida.
Get there.
A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Check 99. Check 99. Mike.
Mayfield. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. DeMarcus Lawrence, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Oh, you got deep? Undercrush. Hey, alert 33.
Right there. 50. Right there. 54.
Throwing. Mayfield going for the deep ball. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon, so that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he goes out right around the 39. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Hey, Delta.
58, boys, 58. 58, it's Mike. Hey, watch.
2nd and 2. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 22 yards there, a first down.
58, right over there.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Take 4, take 4.
Out. 3, get it.
Here's Elliott. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Sean Davis that time on the tackle.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Hey, alert 3, alert 3.
Hey, lock it. Why? Get it up.
On second down now. It's Elliott, and forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Two minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. He'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Yeah, we don't want none.
They'll start on the ground with Breida. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room that if you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Check. Check hot route. Hot. Alert. One time.
Mayfield to throw it. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
20. Check right. Regular.
I'm coming.
Go.
Coming.
Not 54.
Here's Mayfield.
54. I'm going to run
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Our first half update now from Philadelphia. And the Eagles out in front early. And we'll try and keep you updated on those events and others around the league as we continue through this one. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Eddie Goldman with a sack. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no...
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Cowboys out on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Second and 9 now. He's going to find Gallup here complete. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll look to throw. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
This one fielded at the 5. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
Here we go.
At their own 32-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Well, the passing game right now for them, not overly impressive. Last week he hit on right at 50%. This week he's under 50%.
And it's not just on him. Protection, a few breakdowns along the way that's made him get off the spot. Receivers not getting their way open down.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Now Mayfield. And that will be incomplete. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. But you just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They had the double-digit lead at halftime, and they have continued to roll. They're hard to stop right now.
I think what we're seeing is an example of a team that has it figured out in this ball game. And whatever the adjustments are the defense has made, hasn't phased them at all. They either anticipated them or they've been so far ahead that they just can't catch up.
Now it's just a search to add to the lead.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch the curl, watch the curl, watch the curl.
They go to Elliott again. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They go play action here on first down. And that's Elliott, complete. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it's a second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. They'll look to throw here. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
I know you felt that one.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
On the ready.
Mike, 26, Mike.
Hey, we heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges.
Hey, Alpha.
26, Mike.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. It's caught at the 10. So with the pass being completed, they'll go ahead and take that instead.
Nothing extra to be gained. Pass interference at the spot, completed the pass. That was your play, so it might as well have not even had the penalty.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal at the 9-yard line.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing.
Switch. 80 weapon. Shoot.
They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
This will be play number 8 on the drive. It's 3rd and goal.
Let him know. Let him know.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack able to record his 5th sack of the season.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets...
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. A huge play there for Chicago. 59 yards for him on the ground. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. Mayfield down. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Good positioning, and it's picked off. He's got daylight. The 40. He's at the 30. 20. 10, 5, and he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Give me the bell.
This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
And he pushed it right. It's no good. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This one fielded at the 5. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. Back now at Soldier Field. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the fourth quarter. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to...
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bears get a bit closer. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that will shave a bit off the lead as it's down to a 23-point game. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, and it's third down. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. So first and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, let's get in them holes.
After the penalty, it's Elliott. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First down, Dallas.
Let's go. 90 Wolf.
Mike, 58, right there.
Look, squeeze, let's go.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Point after here coming up. And the lead is now an even 30.
Mix the score, Cowboys 37, Bears 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Now a give coming right is Breida. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Check, 55 to Mike. Let's go.
To throw, Mayfield. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline.
Let's go.
16 yards is the pickup there, and a first down for Chicago.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness is a premium for all of that now.
He was brought down by Malik Collins.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. On 2nd and 9, Mayfield. This one into the hands of Burton. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 27-yard line. Running out of the gun here, Breida. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
I know you feel that.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
6-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
I'm trying to collect.
From the gun, Mayfield. That'll be complete to Breida. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Mayfield looks to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And they'll make a small dent in that big deficit as it's down to 27. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
At their own 26-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the fourth quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says? Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they've managed to keep control of this game, and then we go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the airport. In a lopsided blowout, the roads are usually open.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready.
So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away. Again, it's Elliott. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
And it's third down.
On the double.
The mic. 58's the mic.
Gone.
Check. Shift. Watch the shift.
Ready.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling
I can't believe they let you play.
that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be given a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space.
A loss of a yard brings up second and 11 at the 35-yard line.
So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.